Somebody told you a lie. And they told me a lie. They got you, just like me. If you want to know which lie affected your life the most, keep watching. What's up, beautiful people? Grand Rising. Everybody is doing well and having a blessed and abundant day. Today we're going to dive into some controversial topics. We're going to look at some lies that have been told to you, and also me as well, to your grandparents, to your mom, to your dad, to your cousin, to your auntie, to some of your pastors and political leaders. We're going to dive in it. So before I begin, I want to ask you something that I wish I would have asked my grandparents. Are you afraid to wake up and stand up for what's right? Are you afraid to collect all of those traditional lies and toss them in the trash and create your own reality? What will it cost? What will you be risking? What will be your reward? What will be your blessing? Are you afraid to open other books other than your school books, other than your Bible? I dare you. I dare you to step into the world and the mind of your ancestors. Did you find out the true author or authors of the King James Bible? What about the people who gave you that same biblical lie, and the same people who enslaved us and gave us their religion? The same religion that we follow till this day. The same religion that cost many lives of African Americans. It cost lives of children. It cost people to end up in prison for unfair, unjust treatment. The same people who help collaborate and bring the Bible together for the masses, the Greeks, the Romans, the Jews, they all have a link together. They all plotted and planned to take control of the minds of millions. They spread their plan and their plot like a plague, traveling around the world, touching every culture that will listen, that's easily influenced, that's looking for a better way to live peacefully, even if it's at a devastating cost to their generational future. The same people who convince you to vote for a president or a prime minister or a pope, the same people that keep the game going year after year, century after century, decade after decade, until they get enough people to fall in a dark, deep pit with them. The same people that convinced us to get birth certificates and social security cards so that we can be counted as a citizen. But at what cost? The ones that are for the government get to celebrate every American holiday that represent the death of some group of culture or people. The same people who gave you religion and told you that your God, your entity, does not look like you. Therefore, they represent another culture and they will favor another culture. The same people who told you that sex was a sin outside of marriage, but not one person, not even Adam or Eve, went to a courtroom, signed some papers, got a ring, and was proclaimed husband and wife. Whose idea is this? Why do we have to follow an idea that a group of people came up with and said this is the way it's got to be, and threaten you with fear of heaven, hell, or your livelihood because you don't follow their plan? These are the same people that claim sex to be evil and sinful. But really, really think about it. If the animals have a certain type of way to procreate, we have a certain way that we need to procreate. And sex is only evil if you are using it to abuse someone or a child or committing some type of adultery, not being honest and fair. Sex is not risky unless you are abusing the gift that was given to you. We know that this world is based on competition. And so when sex is involved, Now they have men competing against their penis sizes. They got women competing against who can be the most freakiest pornography superhead throat grope they can possibly be. They have women and men risking their health with all of these STDs that was created by our special government. They were created in labs. They were tested and they were used to control us. So the more people they can control, the more money they can control, the less worries they have to face when it comes to rebellion. They took the most precious, sacred type of gift, sex, and used it against us. They used it so we can spend money on social media, so we can be hypersexualized through music media. They used it for monetary gain. They used it so it can affect our self-esteem, so we can search for validation in others. They used it so we can stay low vibrational, so we can create drama in relationships, so we can depend on them when the masculine figure has been removed out of our feminine lives. Children repeating the same patterns, being raised without their parents and the proper guidance, and the lack of unity. What happens when you have a child that lacks unity, that haven't had the opportunity to have the balance of feminine and masculine energy in their lives? Then you have children that's unbalanced. Then you have children that have low self-esteem. Then you have children that bully others. You have children that indulge in inappropriate behaviors just to fit in, just to find that balance, just to find that love. But I'm here to tell you, it's within. All along, they had us believing that everything we needed was surface and outside of us, when all of the love that you need is found within you. And you need to understand that your creator, your God power, is by your side. You just have to believe. You can't believe the European way. You have to let them have their culture. Let them have their entity, their deity. You need to go back to your ancestors. They're calling your name. They're missing you. They have so many great things set up and waiting for you. You just have to take a chance and have faith. They lied to us. They lied to us about church and state. They know damn well that the church is being supported by the state. They get grants from the state, and they know that the state depends on the church for their offerings and tithings, for their music and to entertainment. It doesn't even matter if the music is gospel, Christian, hip-hop, trap, rock. It doesn't even matter. They're all working together. It's a business. And guess who they are making money off of? You. Church and state is not separate. When a criminal commits a crime and they go to the courtroom, the first thing they pull out is the Bible. They are required to put their hand on a Bible and swear to tell the truth. We live in a contradictory world. We are expected to follow certain laws and certain rules, while the higher ups create their own laws and their own ways of doing things, even if it's at the death of another. It's all about the money. It's all about the control. It's all about silencing you and me. It's all about what can we do to gain more followers. Family, friends, and frenemies too. It's time to make that change. It's time to stand up for what's right. It's deeper than an EBT card. It's deeper than watching porn on social media. It's deeper than going to church and repenting every Sunday and repeating the same sin. It's deeper than trying to go on a fast or a diet. It's deeper. The universe is calling your name. They want to turn us into robots. They want to change our natural environment into artificial intelligence. They want to take our beautiful trees and turn them into plastic decorations. They want to take our water and contaminate it and control it. And they want to take our animals and run them away, so we can only depend on their lab-grown, lab-made types of food. We have to fight for our rights. This is deeper than a Dr. Martin Luther King speech. This is deeper than finding out that he was murdered, not by assassination, but because someone walked into the hospital after his gunshots and smothered him with a pillow. This is deeper than Malcolm X trying to protect himself and his family and fight back. This is deeper than war in the Middle East. This is deeper than nuclear weapons being found, but yet created by the higher up. You're not going to find a nuclear bomb in the projects or in the trailer park. So who's fooling who? How you move. They are responsible for a lot of chaos because they believe in chaos and order. It's going to take more than one voice to speak up about this. Dr. Martin Luther King had a dream, but he had to share it with millions in order to see a change. It's going to require millions to see that we need to make a change. We don't have to be violent, evil people to speak up for what's right. We don't. That's what they want to label us as savages. But we're more than that. We are chosen ones. We are connected to the universe. We have skin color as the sand and the dirt that we find on earth. Our blood and our veins run similar to the chlorophyll that's found in the leaves. We inhale and exhale with the breeze of the wind. We absorb the beautiful sun so we can develop the vitamins that we need within. We are special. We are unique. And if they told you you wasn't, they lied. And they know the truth. But they want to know, are you intelligent enough to find out the truth? Are you ready to wake up? Don't be afraid to wake up from the lies. You are responsible for your future, your children's future. Know that you are loved, even if they label you with the English language that they came up with. Our ancestors didn't use terms like bitch, hoe, lie, dog, simp. These are terms that they programmed us with through movies, through music, and so it keeps us divided. You got the Christians versus the sinners to keep us divided when we're all equally the same. Based on the law of attraction, we're divine oneness. You are a sinner just like me. You are a chosen one just like me. No one is better than the other, but they created this illusion for us to fall for it. Today is the day. It's the day that you make the change. Think that you're crazy. Don't let them think that because you want to leave this systematic matrix, that is something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just trying to detox. You're trying to sober up. Because I know you don't like it. I know you're not happy. You're not happy being enslaved with clocking in, clocking out, starting your own business, and having to go and pay all your taxes to a government that didn't even come up with the idea for your business. I know you're tired. I know you're tired of trying to satisfy your grandmother and your mama with all of these old traditions, but it weighs heavy on you because you don't want to disappoint. You don't want to be treated like an outcast. You don't want to be treated like you have some type of mental issue. But guess what? When you're under the American system, we're all mentally ill. We're all stuck in a contradictory lifestyle. How can we determine who lives and who dies when everybody is trying to live and eat in peace? How do we feel like it's okay to support war in another country, destroy their land, destroy their people, their homes, their food, their animals, and we get to wake up and walk around like nothing ever happened? How can we be okay? Because they're fighting over the resource. It's not your resource. It's not my resource. This is the planet's resource. We're just renting. All of us. The kings, the queens, the presidents, the intelligent, the not so intelligent. We're all just renting this space on Earth. We got to get it together.